Disney Girl here, and today I'm going to be doing a Disney's Magic Kingdoms game live stream recap. If you guys missed the live stream today, don't worry, all of the information is going to be in this video, so make sure you watch it all the way through. If you do find this video helpful though, please give it a big Mickey thumbs up, as well as subscribe and hit that little bell for post notifications for lots more stuff in Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. Alright, so let's talk about the new update that we are getting. We are going to be getting it on January 8th, so make sure you guys go to your app store and download the new update on the 8th. So let's quickly go through all of the stuff that we found out that is going to be new in this update. We are going to be getting 3 new decorations, 3 new concessions, 3 new attractions, 4 new characters, 2 new costumes, and a new section in the kingdom. So let's take a look at this new section. It's actually called News. So all of our new update information or anything that Disney Magic Kingdoms wants us to know, it is going to be in the news section. So that is really awesome that this feature is going to be added to the game. So let's take a look at our first new character that will be coming to the kingdom. Now this character will be coming a little bit later on in January, but we will probably still be able to see him in the shadows on January the 8th. So it is cri-kee. So the little tiny cricket from Mulan is now added in the Mulan section, as we can see here, right beside Mushu. We got to see his welcome screen, which was super duper cute. Mushu even makes a very quick appearance and runs out of the screen very, very quickly. Now the cricket is quite tiny, so it's hard to sort of see him a little bit in his welcome screen, but he was pretty adorable. I don't think you're gonna get much dialogue with him, but I'm sure we will with the other characters. I'm sure Mushu is gonna have a lot to say to the cricket, so that is gonna be really exciting. I don't actually have any of the Mulan characters right now, so since the cricket is going to be in the Tower Challenge, that will give me an opportunity to collect Mulan and all of the other characters from this collection. Now, not just characters, we also are going to be getting 2 new costumes. Now, those 2 new costumes are both for Mulan. I was quite surprised about this, but I am very excited, especially about her comfy cozy costume, because obviously in the Wreck-It Ralph event, we had a whole bunch of princesses get their costumes, and so I am really happy that Mulan finally is going to be getting hers. Now, there are going to be a few ways, or 2 different ways, I guess, to get the warrior and the comfy cozy costume. So the comfy cozy costume is going to be part of the Tower Challenge, so we will have to wait in order to unlock that until a little bit later on in January. Now the warrior costume, I'm not sure if that is going to be available to start collecting for on the 8th or a little bit later. We are going to need Mulan tokens, and they are going to probably be special fabric costumes. They are going to be able to be found in 3 locations: the ruby or legendary chest, and as well in the login, they said. Now they said the login very quickly, so I'm not sure what days they are going to be releasing the fabrics, but I'm assuming if we log in every single day to our kingdom, that will hopefully give us enough fabrics to actually just get the costume, or at least be able to help us out. That is pretty cool that Mulan is getting a bunch of new costumes. Now there is one quick thing though, guys, I do want to talk about that doesn't have to do with Mulan, but before we go on to the next section, there is going to be something new that is going to be happening again in the new update. So it's kind of, if you've noticed in the last update, character tokens for certain characters actually increased. So the amount that you needed increased by quite a bit. And I know that some people were actually quite upset about that if they had a character that was at a level 9 and ready to go to a level 10. They need to start collecting more of those character tokens in order to level them up to level 10. That was mostly happening with Beauty and the Beast and The Nightmare Before Christmas. At least those are the 2 that I really noticed. If there were other collections that you guys noticed that in as well, you can let me know in the comments below. Now, we have been told, though, in this new update that it is going to happen again. The increase of character tokens are going to be happening to 3 other collections. Now, these affect the main storyline, not the limited time event characters. So, the collections it's going to affect are Mickey and Friends, Toy Story, and Monsters, Inc. So make sure you guys level up your characters before the update, at least in those 3 collections. That way it won't affect you in any way. So I've already have, for example, all of my Mickey and Friends, Toy Story, and Monsters, Inc. characters that I have. They are all maxed out, so I don't need to worry about that. But for you guys out there that are newer to the game and still working on these characters, try and focus on leveling up those character collections, at least until the update, and then you can start focusing maybe on some of the other stuff. So the first new Cinderella character that we are going to be talking about is Lady Tremaine. And guys, she is going to be a paid character, which means you can either buy her for gems or you can buy her in a bundle for real money. So it's probably going to be her plus like maybe 100 gems or something for like $13.99. We'll have to wait on the details obviously until the new update, but that is sort of my guess. So make sure you guys save up your gems if you want her, or your iTunes card, so that you can go ahead and purchase her on the day she comes out. Now, she will be very useful because apparently she does help collect character tokens for Fairy Godmother, Drizella, and Anastasia. So she will definitely be very useful for those new characters. Now, Fairy Godmother isn't new, but she is still fairly new to the game. She was released mid-year in 2018. So, you know what? A lot of people may not have her at level 10 just yet, even if you guys have been playing since last year, just because she was a newer character that was added to the game. I've been playing a year now. I have got her to a level 10, but that's because I really wanted to focus on getting all my Cinderella characters to a level 10 in the collection, but it is possible that some of you guys don't have her to a level 10 yet. So let's look at Lady Tremaine here. We can see some of her character tokens that we will be able to collect for her, which is pretty cool. The next character, though, that we are going to look at is Drizella. So Drizella here, again, we can see her character tokens. You need a few more of her character tokens to level her up from a 1 to a 2 than Lady Tremaine, if you guys noticed that on the previous screen. Now, what was really cool, they showed us their welcome screens for Drizella, Anastasia, and Lady Tremaine. So Drizella's welcome screen was pretty cool. We can see here that Anastasia is hitting her in the throat, kind of like the same similar scene when she's playing the flute in the movie and Drizella is singing. And yeah, I will save that, guys, my singing attempt of those two. Actually, I think it's actually going to be pretty good for when I actually am able to welcome her to the kingdom. I think you guys are really going to look forward to that for sure. Okay, so also too, in her welcome screen, we actually see, just like in the movie, that Drizella does get the flute and goes to actually hit Anastasia. So that is pretty intense. It's quite violent, but you know what? It's really hilarious that they included that from the movie. Now, if we're looking at Anastasia, we can see some of her character tokens. Her character tokens look kind of mean. Well, at least her ears head does anyways. Looks very unhappy. But her welcome screen, again, includes Drizella. So both of the stepsisters include each other in the welcome screens. But again, it was really funny. They actually get stuck together, and then Drizella sort of walks out while Anastasia stays in. So I think, though, out of the two welcome screens, I do like Drizella's a little bit more than Anastasia's, but they're both absolutely amazing. Alright, so those are the 3 characters that we are getting for this Cinderella collection. I am hoping, though, that they do add another row in the future, but it is not going to be right now, like Jacques and Gus and Lucifer. But you know what? That could be maybe later on in the year, or maybe even in 2020. Gosh, that seems so far away right now, but that's okay. It's the start of the year. It can happen. So we'll have to sort of wait and see if Disney Magic Kingdoms expands on the Cinderella storyline again. I'm pretty sure they will at some point. Alright, so now let's take a look at some of the new attractions that we are getting. As I said at the beginning, we are getting 3 new attractions. So the first one that we are going to look at is the Reflections of China. This is actually a real attraction found in Epcot, so that is pretty cool. So if you guys go to Disney World, you guys might already have a picture with this attraction in real life, which is pretty amazing. I would definitely love a picture with it. This attraction is going to be found, guys, in platinum chests. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We all may not be able to get it right away, but it is one that we all hope that we can add to our collection relatively quickly. Now, the next one is going to be obviously a lot harder to get, and I'm a little bit sad about this one because apparently it is Walt Disney's favorite attraction, believe it or not. I thought it would have been It's a Small World because I know how invested he was in that, but apparently this was his favorite attraction. So this is called the Walt Disney Carousel of Progress. So this is really cool. I think it reminds me kind of like Big Hero 6 a little bit. Maybe even a little bit of the Wreck-It Ralph sort of look. So I'm not quite sure where this attraction is going to sort of go in my park. Another very big attraction and no land though. So again, we're getting more attractions and stuff, but we have nowhere to put it. So I was kind of hoping secretly that Disney Magic Kingdoms was going to release a section of land to us to help us out, but they aren't right now. So we're gonna have to get on them about that, guys. We all gotta write in and tell them we need more land, we need more land. But anyways, enough about the land. This attraction right here is going to be 4 elixirs found in Merlin's shop. So this one is probably gonna be one of those ones that I will not have for a while, but it definitely looks very, very cool. Now, the next attraction that we are going to look at is long and narrow, but very tall in a way. This one here, again, it's very futuristic, very modern. It looks like it belongs around Space Mountain, even though, again, I have no real room around there. So this is called the Animation Academy attraction. So we are going to be able to try and get this attraction in a leaderboard event. And what kind of event is it going to be? I already know the answer to that. It is going to be a tapper, which means you're gonna have to tap either the clouds or the magical dishes running around the kingdom. So we're gonna have to be looking for things around the kingdom to tap. It's probably gonna be around like 8 clouds or something like that we'll have to tap, and it'll probably be every 2 hours is my guess. Now that isn't going to be starting on the date of the new update, so it's not going to be on the 8th, but apparently it's going to start a couple days after that. So if we want to be in the top to try and get this brand new attraction and want to put it in our kingdom, we have to do well on that leaderboard event. So that is actually quite interesting that this is going to happen. I don't know if they've ever actually done an attraction this way. At least I haven't seen that in the game. At least in the year that I've been playing, I've never seen an actual attraction appear in a leaderboard event. But you know what? Something new, which is pretty cool. All right, now let's take a look at concessions. I am very, very excited about these, guys. Actually, I'm not usually so excited about concessions and decorations as I am in this update. So let's take a look here at the 3 new concessions. So the first one, it's my favorite, so I'm showing you guys this one first. It's the Sand Pail Sundae Stand, apparently it's called, and it reminds me, it's very Lilo and Stitch. Again, I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be with. I'm definitely going to need to find a spot in that area to put this because it is absolutely adorable. If there's another collection you think it belongs with, you can always let me know in the comments below. Also, too, guys, just for fun, let's put down in the comments which one of the new concessions is your favorite. I know I got to show you them all first, so let's go ahead and look at the second one. This one's pretty cute too. I think this will be a fan favorite for sure. Apparently it's a real concession at Disney World, so I think this is actually a really cool addition since it actually is. It's called Jack Jack's Cookie Num Num Stand. I think the name is actually catchier than the actual attraction itself. So naturally this one is pretty obvious which collection it belongs to. It belongs to the Incredibles, and I think it kind of reminds me a little bit of the old Incredibles house from the first movie. That's sort of what it reminds me of a little bit. But now in my mind, all I can hear is Mr. Incredible going, "Num num cookie, num num cookie." I don't have Mr. Incredible yet, so I hope Jack and his dialogue has some of that stuff in it. That would be absolutely amazing. But anyways, this is the new concession for the Incredibles. Now the next one is Mulan based, and this one's actually kind of cute. I think it's adorable that they put the bacon for a smile. I mean, we all love bacon, right? So this concession is called the Breakfast Congee Stand. I believe I'm saying it right. Now again, this is based off the Mulan movie. If you guys remember, this is when Mulan was having her first day at the training camp and stuff like that, and Mushu was feeding her, I think it was like rice, and then it had eggs and bacon in it, and in the shape of a smile like that. So it was super duper cute. She ended up being late, so she only got a little bit of the bowl, but we can give our kids walking around our park the chance to eat the whole entire thing. Now, another thing that was Mulan based was the decorations. So this decoration is really, really cool. This is based off of Shan Yu, and that is the villain. I'm surprised that he wasn't brought into this update since they are basing this update on Mulan, but I'm sure we will see him at some point in the future. They are going to have to add another row of Mulan characters. There's no way they won't. I think it was smart to give us one for now to start off the new year, but I think maybe like closer to when the live action maybe comes out, or by Halloween or something, would be a good time to give us another row of Mulan characters. Now, I don't think they have expanded on the Mulan collection in quite some time, so this is a really big deal. Like, even in terms of concessions and stuff, I don't think they've given us any special concessions to do with Mulan, so it is pretty cool that they did give this to us. Now, the next thing, I actually think these are the best decorations in the whole entire kingdom that they are giving to us. I'm actually so excited about these, and I usually don't get excited like this about decorations, but these are the coolest. And apparently, guys, these are real in the Disney parks. At least that's what we were told today in the live stream, and I was like, no way! I actually have to go now to Disney and get a selfie right in front of these boards, because apparently they are advertisements for Disney Magic Kingdoms in the actual park. Did you guys know that? If you did, let me know in the comments, because I certainly did not know that. I mean, I haven't been to Disney in a little while, so I mean, you know, maybe that's why, but nobody's ever said anything to me about it, and I just think these are like the coolest things, and I hope that they put out more boards like this, because they're actually, they also too, they remind me of the loading screens and stuff from the past. So I know during, like, I think it was during those events or something like that, or those updates, I know these images are out there. I haven't actually had them on my screen, but I know that those images were out there and they were loading screens before. So I think it's pretty cool that the old loading screens are actual advertisements and stuff like that for the game in the kingdom. So super duper cool, and I hope the kids run up to these and take selfies in front of them. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I don't know if there's any interaction with these, but the kids should definitely do this. So I'm calling them selfie boards, but I don't know if there's actually going to be a proper name for these decorations, but they are so cool. I can't get over it. So I think this is pretty much everything that you guys need to know about this new update. I mean, there is probably going to be a few things that we didn't talk about, or that they didn't talk about in the live stream, that are going to be a little bit of surprises to us, but we do know we are getting a tower challenge closer to the Chinese New Year at the end of January, around the 25th. We also know that we are getting a magical chest around the same time, so that does confirm that we are going to be getting the tower challenge around then. Again, the update, we know that right away I'm going to be able to unlock Anastasia and Drizella, as well as Lady Tremaine, so that is going to be really cool. And we are going to be collecting for new costumes based off an old movie and a new movie, which is, again, super duper cool. So hopefully you guys found this useful. If you guys want to add anything that was in the live stream that maybe I missed, or if you guys want to share anything with me, you can always write me in the comments below, and I will make sure to at least heart your comment. So thanks for watching another Disney Girls Disney's Magic Kingdoms game video. Hopefully you found this helpful, and we will see you guys for the next video. Bye!